The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo is revolutionizing content creation by combining professional features in a pocket-sized package. And this is it. So let's talk about this. So as you know, or as you may have seen, I create content mostly with my iPhone, or I have been until now. And this little gem caught my eye at Costco. And actually, I've been seeing it all over social media. I've seen it on YouTube a lot. And there's a lot of content creators that are actually using these. And let me just give you a few reasons why I think you should use this versus your phone. Now, if your budget is limited, then your iPhone is perfectly fine. Or if you have a smartphone, Android, or whatever, you can use that. But what I have found in the past is, and what I've struggled with, especially considering that I have this iPhone 13, which is just the basic one. And I've had it since, well, for a few years now. And I was going to upgrade to the iPhone 16. But, you know, I mean, this phone is pretty much still working for me just fine. And my biggest problem is when I do record events and classes, if they're any length, it really kills my battery. And even though I have plenty of storage on here, you know, the problem is it eats up the internal storage and the iCloud can't keep up with clearing the storage on here. So it tells the camera that we're out of memory. So that will shut off my recording sometimes. And that's been a bummer in the past, especially right in the middle of a class when you're trying to capture important information. So I was looking for alternatives, and when I saw this, what I really loved about it is it does so many things. This is almost like having a DSLR in your pocket, and it's as small as this. I mean, this is it. This is basically the main unit. You can see a little 2-inch screen. It's very high resolution. It is kind of small, but what I love about it, yeah, let's see. I'm going to record. See how the head will turn? Let's see. I'm recording actually with another one. And I have a little confession to make here is I actually have 2 of these right now. And I bought this one at Costco before I saw this one here. And the only difference is they're the same camera setup, but the Creator Combo, if you do a lot of content creation, and especially if you need a good quality mic, you might as well not get this one, even though this is a lot less money or quite a bit less money. Get the Creator Combo, because what you get is this microphone. And if you already have a wireless microphone, which I have the Hollyland wireless mics for my phone, and those are great. But the problem is you got this little receiver thing dangling from your phone. And so that's one more apparatus that you have to attach. Whereas, and the same thing would have to happen with this. If I use the Hollyland, I've got the receiver attached to it, and then I've got the mic over here. So this mic is automatically attached or connected to my camera over here. And I've never had any issues with it connecting. In fact, it shows a little green bar at the top here. As I'm talking, it kind of gives me a clue that the audio is working. I mean, how many times have you done audio with, I mean, you've done a video and you get done and you're not sure if the audio is on there, or you find out later that your audio was not connected properly, or the thing just didn't come out. Well, I don't have a problem with this. And as you can hear, the sound quality is super, super high quality. And one thing you're going to love about these little cameras, the video quality is top notch. It goes up to 4K on horizontal mode. You can also record vertical videos in 3K. So you can do that as well. But look at this. When I move, it moves with me. It's like I have an assistant helping me with my video creation. So when you need to track your head or track yourself in a situation, it does it very, very well. And it'll track in a wide range of motion. It's and the video quality is so good because it has a 1-inch sensor, which means that, like, compared to your iPhone has a smaller sensor, and so it can't bring in as much light. If you look at a DSLR, it has a big old lens, and the reason why those, even though they're the same 4K, they look even more brilliant, richer colors and sharper because they have lenses that actually let more light in and just give you a better quality optic. And so that's the difference between the size of lenses, with everything being the same. And so this is very, very high quality. The image right out of the camera, like without having to mess with any kind of settings, it's almost perfect. It has professional features built into this, so you can like change the white balance. You can change the rate of speed of recording. Let me see here. Let's turn this on. So you can see the menu here. Let's see. Let me take off this auto tracking feature. See, you can see the menu here, and you swipe over. Let's see, which way am I going? So you see you have exposure, auto white balance. You got different effects. Your color grading. You can actually change your color grading for your editing, so you can change to that grayscale, and I think you can like use a LUT, what they call in editing, so that you can you can have a better final image or video in editing, and so it just gives you a lot of cool features. Let's see here. I'm still new at a lot of these settings, but okay, so you swipe to the left. It shows you some of the videos that you've done. You scroll down, and you can see all your different settings here. You've got presets that you can do. This is screen rotation, so you can adjust your screen rotation speed and other adjustments. Your brightness of your screen, so you can change that. So if you're in sunlight, you can still see it. And this is, you can do selfie on or selfie off. Okay, and then in this setting right here, this setting, there's a lot of settings, a lot of things you can do in the menus. So you have wireless mic that you can set up, gimbal direction, rotate screen, wearable mode, slider control, selfie flip, press and let's see, built-in mic audio backup, so you can actually back up your own audio from the mic itself. Wireless connections, so you can wirelessly send files from here. And what I do to transfer, this has a little SD card that you can pop out, and it's right here. But that's a pain in the butt every time. But all I have to do is just connect a USB-C to the back here, or no, on this one it's to the bottom. But I have extensions. So I have an extension that has one right here, and then the other bonus thing is a little mini tripod that attaches to it. But this is an extendable battery pack that comes with these combos. So also you have different sounds, video compression. There's so many different things in here that you can go to, so I'm not going to go through them all. You can record in portrait mode or horizontal. You can also change the rotational speed of the gimbal. So if you want it to go very fast or very slow, you can do that. Let's see. Whoops. And then the gimbal mode. So basically, depending on how you have it set, you can vary what it does depending on the shooting conditions, whether you want it to move with you, or the different ways it'll shoot or follow you. It's amazing. So there's a lot of different things you can do there. As you can see, I got it set up for that. Let's see here. So key things. just want to go over a few things. So some of the features that it has, let's see, track me now. Okay, so it has 4K video at up to 120 frames per second for stunning slow motion footage. Produces some cinematic depth of field with natural background blur. This is not going to be as good as a DSLR, but it does have some. Maintains high quality, low noise images even at high ISO, so you also can take pictures with this as well, but it's not as high as you would get from your iPhone or high megapixel. So compared to like your iPhone, this has a built-in 3-axis mechanical gimbal that provides a smoother footage than phone stabilization. So like you saw it track me, but as like say if I want to do a walk and talk video, it'll be smooth. Like you can see me walking smooth, and or if I'm panning, you won't notice the slight up and downs or light jitteriness that you would get without stabilization. This is really smooth, almost like a professional did it. And you got multiple modes with active track 6.0 for dynamic shots. Like I said, perfect for walking shots and motion time lapses. The audio on this it's a built-in 3-way, so it's got like 3 different mics on here. So no matter where you're at around this, it's actually going to pick up really well. Not as good as having a wireless mic attached to you, but thank God this one has that as part of this deal. So it's an incredible deal to have that extra mic. And so you can also do dual recording, dual person recording. So each person can have their own mic. And like I said, it records backup audio track automatically when using external mics. This is even more portable than a DSLR, and in some ways it's more portable than an iPhone, but not really, because an iPhone you can stick in your pocket. But my biggest thing is when I'm recording with this, I don't have to worry about it dying on me. The battery lasts forever. I mean, you can go for hours on a charge, and then, you know, depending on the size of your SD card, you have many hours of recording on one SD card. And you know, as soon as I transfer them off of here onto my computer's hard drive, I just reformat the SD card, and I'm starting anew. So I never have to worry about storage. And now, whereas before when I was recording with my phone, if I get a call or a text or some orders from my clients, I can't do anything. I'm stuck. You know, I'm stuck without a way of communicating. With this, it frees my phone up completely. And also, I don't have to worry about my phone dying as fast. Even though it's still struggling, it still doesn't last a full day without recharging midday. I've just used it so much in the past in creating content that I think I'm killing the battery, even though it says my battery's not ready to be changed. So, and you can also quickly do a fast power on and recording, right? You know, so quickly. It's really, really cool. And like I said, you can also simply switch between the horizontal and vertical shooting just by flipping the screen. Let's see. I said about the superior low light performance, better stabilization without additional accessories. So like most phones, you need a stabilization gear or tripod or a DJI one that's designed for the phone. Well, this is all contained in one unit. I mean, look at this. You've got this little thing. You can basically keep it in your hand. You can throw this in your pocket, and nobody will know that you actually have it. There's been people that I've noticed on Instagram or YouTube, they will be holding this while they're walking with their cart through the store and talking about products. And hardly anybody's going to even notice this. Now, if you pull out your phone, they'll notice that more than anything. But let's see. So, you know, compared to a DSLR, it's like more portable than $5,000+ camera setups. Faster setup time for, especially if you got spontaneous shooting, you could just whip this out and go without having to set everything up. And also, you don't have to worry about making sure that the pictures, the picture settings are correct, because this is great right out of the box. Let's see. Who is this for? So I'm in the hairdressing business. I'm in the beauty business. I'm not a hairdresser, but I'm a professional sales consultant, and I call on salons. And there's a lot of people that are creating content in salons. And to me, for stylists, this is the perfect camera for them, because just the other day, I just had a customer say, I almost need somebody to hold, or to be my assistant to hold the camera to get the right shot. Well, if you have another tripod like this, I can connect to any other tripod. So if this little mini tripod is not going to work out, I bought this tripod right here. See that? This extends like to 6 feet, 5 or 6 feet. And it's got one of those, okay, and super lightweight. I keep it in my camera bag, or I can even put it in my notebook bag. And it's great. So if you're a hairdresser, or if you're anybody that's trying to create content, this is the perfect thing, because if you got to move around, or if you need to talk in a setting where it's a struggle to make sure you get good audio and get it in frame, and not have to stop the video and check the framing. It can be a pain when you're working on your own. So it's perfect for anybody that needs an extra hand. Definitely perfect for travel content creators. And like I said, anybody that's working by themselves, this is a great tool. You're getting professional quality without the professional bulk or expense of other cameras. You can get this as low. I got this at Costco for, and I have to be honest, I'm probably going to return one of them, because I just can't justify having two of them. I know I'm probably going to regret it, because somewhere down the line, I'm going to need another camera that does what this does. But I think at Costco right now, it's like $4.99. I don't know what it costs elsewhere. I'll have an Amazon link down below, because I haven't really checked the prices lately, but Amazon's a great place to buy it. And also my YouTube shop, it'll be a link down below. But get the Creator Combo Pack if you can. Like I said, that one comes with the microphone, and you're going to love this microphone. And if you haven't ever had a wireless microphone creating content, especially one, if you're used to doing one with your phone, the sound is going to be so much better. You can just hear how clear I'm coming through with this. So get the Creator Combo package. It's probably around $600-700, but I would recommend saving for it. Somebody did a comparison between the iPhone 16 and this, and he gave each thing an award for each thing that it did. Sometimes the 16 came out on top, and sometimes the DJI Osmo 3 came out on top. And I think this was like 1 point ahead of the iPhone 16. But to me, that's not really as good of a comparison, because you're going to have a phone anyway. And in those times that the phone makes sense, record on your phone. Do it because it's right there. And sometimes I'll even use my phone versus this, because say I want to do a vertical video and I want to put it on Instagram or one of those social media platforms. I'm probably going to just stick with my phone for the most part, unless I'm planning on doing it with this. And the reason why is because it's all on my phone. The videos are like going to be under 60 seconds. So no big deal about storage. And I can usually edit everything right there. And this, by the way, also has an editing program, although I haven't used it. So I don't think it's going to be as good as like CapCut on your phone. I recommend, if you're looking for an editor on your phone, CapCut is the better one. I have Giles Robinson. He always touts InShot, but the only reason he does is because that's all he knows, and he's been using it for a few years now. But I believe CapCut has more features than InShot at the moment. I don't know if InShot has improved lately, but CapCut has a lot of features and it's free for the most part. I mean, there's a lot of other features that you can get if you upgrade to the Pro version. But for what you need to do for a video, CapCut has got pretty much what you need. So check it out. I highly recommend you click one of my links below. Remember, this is an Amazon affiliate link. You don't pay any more for clicking my link than you would if you just went directly to that. They just pay me a small commission for recommending the product. And I'm recommending this not just because, it's because I really love this camera. In fact, I really wanted to make this sooner, but you know, over the holidays, it's been really busy. And because I need to return this other camera in time before it's too late, I need to get this video done. And I wanted to be able to show what you get. So this is the box for, no, this is not it. I don't know. I don't have the box for, I have it, but I don't know where it's at. But with a regular deal, I think you just get the camera, you get this is a protector case for the head. So you got to be very careful. This is a delicate camera. So, you know, like the iPhone, you don't want to be dropping this. So it can break easily. And it's also not waterproof. So that's another reason where, you know, when you're looking at filming in inclement weather, whether it's raining or snow, use your iPhone when in those times. This is, as far as I know, is not waterproof yet. So they didn't make it in that in mind, but that's probably the one thing that they, you know, if I could ask for something to gripe about, make it even more durable and make it waterproof or water resistant at least. And let's see, I don't know what else to say. I don't think there's any other negatives. I love it. And there's plenty of other people that have made videos about this. But if you're one of my people that follow me, or if you're one of my clients, if you got some extra money for Christmas, I'd recommend investing in one of these. You'll love it. You'll love making content. And you know what? It's easy for me to make content, even more so now because I've got an assistant. And I don't edit a lot. So you might see some of my mistakes and everything. I would rather put out content that's going to help more people and make it real than to give you a lot of cuts and edits. So this is the real me. This is a real recommendation. And, you know, I owe a lot of my success. I owe everything to the Lord Jesus Christ. You know, if you haven't, you know, read the Bible, I started doing that last year. I read the entire Bible, and I read it every morning. I never missed a day, and over a year now. And I promise you, if you would just, I'm going to leave a link down below. One of my clients actually recommended Pastor Gary Hamrick from Cornerstone Chapel in Leesburg, Virginia. He's awesome. He's, I don't know, maybe in his 50s, 60s. I'm not real sure. But you can go back to his older videos on the app and actually start, and he teaches each section. And believe me, I read the Bible first before even hearing about him. And I didn't get near as much information out of it. I didn't even scratch the surface. When he talks about it, he tells you in detail as to what the verse or the passage is about. And then he also tells you how it applies to today's life, how it applies to you now. And I promise you, if you start reading the Bible, you will get so much more out of life than not. And not everything's going to go your way or be whenever you want it. And it may not go always like you think. But God has a plan for you. And I don't normally say this kind of stuff, but I'm probably going to put something like this on every video because I believe if I had to say I had one regret in life is that I didn't start reading the Bible earlier. I mean, I'm 63. So I started reading it when I was 61, 62. And who knows how my life could have been if I'd have followed the word of the Bible early on. So that's enough for me ranting, but please click the link below. Check them out. I don't get any money or I don't have any affiliation with that church, but it was another church that actually turned me on to reading the Bible here locally, the Church of 1122. And somewhere in another video, I'll go into more detail on that. But for now, I'm following everything from Pastor Gary. And I'm going to be making more videos like this, and more product reviews, and more life skills and experience. So if you want to see more like this, please like and share. Save this video if it helps you in the future. And then if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. Please click the subscribe button and be sure you click the bell so you get notified when I launch a new video. And I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 videos a week, maybe more. I don't want to promise anything because I don't like the pressure, because making videos can be a lot of work. But these kind of videos are not so much work for me because I don't have to do a lot of editing. If I don't have to spend days trying to edit a video, I'm happy. So let me know if you like this. Let me know if you have any questions about the camera, and I'll try to answer them. And if it's a question that warrants making another video about, I will. All right, so thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.